product demo here. So I'm going to go into the tool itself. Here it is, Publishing.ai. This is the main dashboard. You can see some of the different books I've been working on and playing around with. But we're going to make a brand new book from scratch, and you're going to see me do the whole thing. So you could just see how simple and easy it is. So it doesn't matter if you don't have tech skills. It's just so simple and straightforward that anyone can do it. So we would click here, start a new project. Now I'm going to make a book on something that we spoke about here in the first step, which was beekeeping for beginners. And there are video tutorials all along the way to explain everything as you go through it, so you can really never get lost. So let's make a book on beekeeping for beginners. This is just what I'm naming the project. And here's actually something I didn't mention. What it can also do is help you come up with those topic ideas. So I'll quickly demo that for you. But let's say I know I want to make a book about music. Let's say I love music. We can go into a subcategory. Let's say piano and keyboard. I know that's a niche that can make tons of money. And you would just click generate right there. And here it's going to come up with book topic ideas for you that you can then make a book about. So we'll just give it a second as it's thinking. There we go. So here are just 5 book topic ideas that I came up with. So piano practice for busy adults, a beginner piano and keyboard techniques. So what we would do in this case is it would give us ideas. We would go into Amazon and we would search, say piano for beginners. We would search for books. And we would just want to see that there are other books on this topic as well that's already making money. That would validate it for us that we could also make a book and also make money with it. So this one, as an example, Complete Piano for Adult Beginners Guide is making $83 a day. So that's like $2,500 a month. This one's making $42 a day, over $500 a day, over $100 a day. So clearly there's a lot of demand for piano books. So that's really all I need to see to feel confident that I could make a book about piano and make it sell and make money with it. But for the case of this example, I want to make a book about beekeeping for beginners. So we'll just skip this. Now you put in the topic, beekeeping for beginners. Select your target demographic. This book is for beginners. And what we would do here is, this is how we're going to input other books for the software tool to go out and read the reviews of. So what I would do is I would go in, I would search beekeeping for beginners, and I would find other books. So this one, for example, has 2,500 reviews, but we would just go down here, find what's called an ASIN code. We would just paste this into the software, and now it's able to read all of the reviews on this book. And then we're just going to click generate. And what it's going to do now is do all of the research that we need to make a fantastic book about beekeeping for beginners. So we can see here it's going to take about 1 to 3 minutes. So I'll just pause this and come back when it's done. And we're back now. So about 2.5 minutes later, it finished creating the research report on beekeeping for beginners. So guys, even though I don't know literally the first thing about beekeeping, I have all the research and all the intel and information that I need to make an incredible book about beekeeping for beginners. So if you look at the research report, it's going to break down the buyer's motivations. So why people are buying it. They're buying it for friends and families because they want to be future beekeepers. It's a new hobby of theirs. It's going to talk about all the positive book qualities that people look for in a book on this topic. And it's even quoting specific Amazon reviews that it pulled this information from. So people want the book to be easy to understand. They want step-by-step instructions. They want a comprehensive glossary. These are really important takeaways that's going to make our Beekeeping for Beginners book better than all the others. And here's what people don't want in a beekeeping book. Here's topics to include, topics not to talk about, overly technical language, things like that. Learn more about the reader, the types of people buying these books, the demographics. It's typically people 25 to 45. So you get the point, but it just goes into such an immense amount of detail, and you can do this again on any topic that you want. So once we have this customer research report, I'm not going to read the whole thing now just for time. We would continue on. Hit yes, continue. And then the next step here is to create the book outline. And I'm going to just fill in some of these steps really quickly. A book title, this is something you can edit later, but Beekeeping for Beginners. A subtitle, how to, harvest a great bee farm. I don't even know if that's the right thing it's called. But your vision for the book: I want to create the best all-in-one beekeeping book that people will love and want to share with friends and family. So if I was actually creating this book, I would put more thought into that. But just so we can show you how it works, the reading level, I'm going to go with average because it's not based off of the information it told me. It's 25 to 45-year-olds, so it's not young readers. Don't want it to be advanced. So the reading level is going to be average. So these are just the things you can customize to make your book unique. And I want my book, I generally like 10 to 12 chapters. So let's make my book 12 chapters. And I can really just hit generate now. And now it's going to start generating the book outline for my book. And all you have to do is just sit back and again wait. So this time it's going to take probably on average between 9 and 14 minutes. I'm going to pause this again and I'll resume when it's done. And we're back again. It took 12 minutes and 45 seconds for it to write this entire outline. This would normally take weeks, and it just did it in 12 minutes and 45 seconds. So here it is. What I like to do is I like to go into what's called edit mode, hit that, and then it opens it up and you get to see the table of contents on the left-hand side. And the great thing is, this is where you can really customize it and personalize it however you like, or you could just leave it as is. But you can move the chapters around, you can make edits, you can cut things out, you can tweak it to your heart's content. But let's just say we're happy with the outline. So we can see here that it's going to be about 32,000 words, which is the perfect length. Go out of this, and then we'll just hit continue. So yes, continue. And before it actually writes the full manuscript, what it's going to do is it's going to do a writing sample. So about the first 1 to 1.5 chapters, it's going to give you as a preview. That way you can read it and just make sure that you're happy with the style, with the tonality, and how it's writing for you. So we'll just wait for that, and then we'll be back. And we are back. The writing sample took 1 minute and 27 seconds to write, and here it is. So definitely give this a read. Make sure that you absolutely love it, because it's there to give you a taste of what your book is going to look and feel like. So once we're happy with it, what we're going to do is click here. Yes, I want to generate the full manuscript. Click continue. And then what we do is we redeem a credit. It's exactly like how Audible works. If you've used Audible before, you redeem credits for audiobooks. Here you redeem a credit and it writes a book for you. So we're just going to hit yes, use 1 credit. And congratulations, your manuscript is being written. So we're just going to sit and hang out here. It's probably going to take about 45 minutes, but just sit back, relax while it writes your book. So I'll be back when it's done. And we are back. The book is complete. Guys, it actually only took 26 minutes. And the great thing is, as you read through it, have as much fun with it as you want. Don't be afraid to make changes to it. There's a lot of built-in features that allow you to edit it. So let's say there's this paragraph here you don't like. You could use these tools. You can rephrase it and it'll rewrite it for you. You can make it shorter. You can make it longer. There's so many things you could do, and it's all built into the tool itself. So you can see here, it just rewrote it for you, and it's just so easy to use. But that's the whole process. I created an entire book from scratch on a topic I know nothing about in less than an hour and a half, okay? And even if you scroll down to the bottom, it includes all of the references, which are really important because you want to make sure that you citate where all of your information and your facts are coming from, and it provides you everything. So it just gives you everything you need to publish your book. So it's honestly incredible. It still blows my mind.